शिवाय। दामोदर माधवेति सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। भीमातीरनिवासाय पंढरीपुरवासिने पांडुरंग प्रकाशाय विठ्ठलाय नमो नमः। श्री बद्रीनारायण भगवान की जय। श्री अनंत पद्मनाभ स्वामी की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ जी महाराज की जय। श्री द्वारकाधीश भगवान की जय। श्री वृंदावन राधा रमण लाल जू की जय। अखंड मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनौ रघुवर विमल यश जो दायक फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अचिर बिहारी। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवहु सुदशरथ अचिर बिहारी। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम। पवन तने संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुद्धि फुल्लार विंदयत पत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमया प्रदीपः। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की, श्री हनुमान जी महाराज की, श्री सद्गुरु महाराज की, श्री वेदव्यास जी भगवान की जय। मंगल मूर्ति भगवान श्री गणेश जी को प्रणाम करते हुए और humble obeisance to Bhagwan Shri Ganpati. Among the many things that he will reward you with, physical strength and mental strength. जब आप देखोगे ना भगवान के हाथ में मोदक है, लड्डू है, It represents life's sweetest rewards. The best rewards of life resides in the hands of Bhagwan. We bow down first to Ganpati. We bow down, my dear ones, to Mata Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, no Ma Bhagwati Vaishnavi. How many names does she not have? इसी भागवत में लिखा है, नाम धेयानि कुर्वन्ति. Bhagwan Vishnu tells Devi, as I have 1,000 names as Vishnu Sahasranama, you will also have 1,000 names Lalita Sahasranama. There will be great temples built to me, Narayan, Vishnu Bhagwan. Equally, Devi, there will be temples built to you. Vishnu and Vaishnavi, they complement each other. We bow down to Ma Devi. We bow down to Bhole Baba. Are dim dim damaru bajavela hamar jogiya. O hamar jogiya. Ke dim dim damaru bajavela hamar jogiya. O hamar jogiya. Dim dim damaru bajavela hamar jogiya. O hamar jogiya. बैल के सवारी चंद शोभे लाली लाड़ी. बसहा बैल के सवारी, बसहा बैल के सवारी चंद शोभे लाली लाड़ी. चंदा शोभे लाली लाड़ी. धार गंगा के, धार गंगा के बहावेला हमार जोगिया. ओ हमार जोगिया. के डिम डिम डमरू बजावेला हमार जोगिया. ओ हमार जोगिया. श्री काशी विश्वनाथ भगवान की जय. The scholars will go to him. सारे विद्वान लोग जाएंगे ना भगवान भोले बाबा के पास, and they will chant the Rudram, they will chant the Chamakam. An aam admi, the ordinary man who is sitting there, will be watching in amazement how the Sanskrit is flowing from their tongue. They will be watching in amazement. जो आम लोग हैं, जो किसान लोग हैं, जो गांव लोग हैं, what do they know of such Rudram, Chamakam and all? They're not capable of chanting such Kathin Sanskrit. So they go to him. Dim dim damaru bajavela hamare jogiya. O hamar jogiya. Bhole Baba, basaha bail ke savari chanda sobhe lali lari. धार गंगा के बहावेला ए हमार जोगिया. भगवान भोले बाबा, who does he not belong to? He belongs to everyone. चाहे आप एक गरीब हो, चाहे आप एक भिखारन हो, when you go to Kashi Vishwanath, और चाहे आप काशी नरेश हो, and even if you're the king of Kashi, you have to go down to your knees to worship Baba Vishwanath. Nobody is given a chair. Nobody is given an asan. No special arrangement is made in the sanctum of Baba Vishwanath. Everyone have to go down to their knees. Sab ek hi saman hai. We're all God's children. Mata cha Parvati Devi Pita Devo Maheshwara Bandhava Shiva Bhaktas cha Swadesho Bhuvanatrayam. Parvati ji hamari mata hai. Bhole Baba हमारे पिताजी हैं. What does that make all of us? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, you call it. That the world is one family to the same God. We bow down to Baba Bholenath. We bow down to the blessed Lord of Vaikuntha, Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Narayan, Bhagwan Ayodhyapati Shri Sitaram Ji, and the Lord of Vrindavan, Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna. In the state of Maharashtra, there's a place called Pandharpur. It's on the bank of the river Bhima. That is where Bhagwan Shri Krishna is standing, and he's outstanding. In that mandir, he is not playing the flute. In that mandir, he is not holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. In that temple, he is not holding the Govardhan, neither Sudarsana Chakra. In Pandharpur, he has his hand on his waist. He's depicted like this. And he's waiting for his bhaktas. It's an amazing temple, an amazing temple. And that is one temple they allow you to put your head on his chhati. They allow the devotees to place their head on his chest. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. What an opportunity Bhagwan gives us. That is where he's called Vitthala. That is where he's called Panduranga. Story goes like this. He had a wonderful devotee by the name of Pondalik. Pondalik was his bhakta. Okay? Pondalik one day took his wife on holiday. One of the nicest thing about Bharat, you know where people go for holiday? Maybe it has its plus and minus, but I look at the plus. They go to Kedarnath, they go to Badrinath, they go to Tirupati Balaji, they go to Vrindavan, they go to Ayodhya, Pure Parivar ke saath. They will hire a big bus, they will hire their own cook, they will take their own bartan. I've seen this. The whole Gao, entire village will pool their money together, and while they're doing yatra, the cooks are making their meals so they don't spend money buying food and all. It's a very interesting thing. It has its plus, it also has its minus, because I don't believe those places are picnic places. I don't believe Vrindavan should become a picnic place. I don't think Kedarnath should become a picnic place. Today you see Kedarnath, almost 70 or 80% of the people who are there, they're bloggers. They all have a camera. They're blogging. Bhai, you don't do that in these dham. You don't do that. You have another pair of lens in your eyes to capture the image. To capture that image and keep it in your mind. So, they go on yatra. Quote unquote, that's like a holiday. You know, chalo Vrindavan chalte hai, chalo Ayodhya chalte hai, 3-4 din ke liye. Darshan karenge, snan karenge, Bhagwan ka gungan karenge. They'll do all of that. Pondalik's wife tells him, let's go yatra. So they went to Prayagraj. They went to Prayagraj. He left his parents home. Who wants to take old mother and father? Husband and wife, they go together. They leave mother and father behind. They reach Prayagraj, and while the wife maybe been shopping somewhere, Pondalik saw something very strange. He saw 3 old ladies, tall, medium, short, old, walking into a little jhopri, walking into a jhopri. And he's thinking, why these 3 women went into this jhopri? So he's sitting there waiting. Suddenly, 3 women of the same height, tall, medium, small, exits the house. They entered at age 80, but they exited at age 20. They exited all young and revived, because they're wearing the same clothes and everything. Pondalik says, bhai, ye kya hai, ye kya hai? He goes and he approaches them. He says to the tall one, Kaun hai tu? Who are the 3 of you? The first one replied, Devi Sureshwari, Bhagavati Gange, Tribhuvan Tarini Taral Tarange. First one says, my name is Ganga. Second one says, my name is Jamuna. The third one says, my name is Saraswati. The 3 rivers personified. Tino Nadi personified. But I saw the three of you entered looking all weak, and you exited looking all strong and rejuvenated. What can we say to you, O Pondalik? People come to us, and what do they ask of us? Hey Ganga Maiya, remove all of my sins. Please wash away all of my sins. Hey Jamuna Maiya, please wash away all my sins. People come and they do what? They expect us to cleanse them of their sins. Not only that, Pondalik, they bring their dirty laundry also to wash. Not only that, Pondalik, they throw their garbage into us. Not only that, Pondalik, they take their dirty bartan to be washed. Log kya nahi karte Ganga ji ke tat pe. Sometimes you don't even feel like taking a bath in the water because of what we humans are doing to it. Right? But how come you exited looking all young, Pondalik? That home where your mother and father are served. That home where the mother and father, doesn't matter how much of an inconvenience, how difficult it may be, but that home jahan maa baap ki seva hote hai na, that is a blessed home where the gods will come to visit. Even where the Devi Devatas will come. Pondalik realizes, I left my mother and father all alone at home. So he get the message, he rushed back home, and he started doing maa baap ki seva. He started taking care of his father, taking care of his mother. Bhagwan is thinking, where's my bhakti? My bhakta has not returned back to me. Where is Pondalik? So Bhagwan also went to his door. And Bhagwan is calling him, Pondalik, Pondalik. Pondalik doesn't respond. Pondalik, I'm standing outside here waiting for you. Pondalik takes a brick. You know those nice little red bricks you get in India? You've seen the red bricks? Pondalik took one of those red bricks and threw it out of the door and says, stand and wait there for me. Bhagwan stepped onto the rock, and Bhagwan would have said, well, what is this? You know this gesture? You know, we humans do make this gesture. When you're waiting for somebody and you say, okay, you come now? Huh? Aa gaya? Right? We also make this gesture. It means we're waiting for you. Bhagwan has been immortalized in this pose today. He's been immortalized. I invite you, when you go to Maharashtra, you take a flight to Pune, couple of hours drive to Pandharpur, and there, when you want bhakti, that is where the great Maharashtrian saints, the great saints of Maharashtra went and sang, Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga, Jai Hari Vitthal Panduranga. Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga, Jai Hari Vitthal Panduranga, Hari Hari Vitthal Panduranga, Jai Hari Vitthal Panduranga, Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga, Jai Hari Vitthal Panduranga, Makara Kundala Panduranga, Pitambar Dhar Panduranga, Rukmini Vallabha Panduranga, Draupadi Rakshak Panduranga, Bhagavata Priya Panduranga, Bhakta Vatsala Panduranga, Vitthal 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 Vitthal, Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga, Vitthal 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 Vitthal, Vitthal Vitthal Panduranga. Are Makara Kundala Panduranga. When you go to Tirupati, Balaji, Behenji said she recently went. Sometimes I think we should get toothpicks, you know. We need toothpicks to open the eyes to make sure they don't wink. Because you don't have enough time even to wink. Right? There's a very famous Telugu expression, Jargandi. It means move, move, Jargandi, Jargandi, move, move, move. That's what you have to do. So sometimes you wink and you miss something. So you want to keep your eyes open. I usually take my glasses off. I want to look at him without my glasses. I want to see his kundalas. I want to see his tilakam. I want to see how many garlands he's wearing. I want to see the mound of tulsi leaves at his feet. I want to see the sankha and the chakra. I want to see his kiritinam. I want to see what dhoti he's adorned with. Because I only have 20 seconds maybe to do all of that. Jeho. 20 seconds to do all of that. Makara Kundala Panduranga. He's wearing fish-shaped earrings. Pitambaradhara Panduranga. He's wearing a pitambara around his waist. He is Rukmini Vallabha. Remember Rukmini? Rukmini is a Maharashtrian princess. So in Maharashtra, you will see him, Rukmini accompanying him, not Radha. Rukmini is there. Bhagavata Priya Panduranga, Bhakta Vatsala Panduranga, to that most beautiful form of Shri Krishna, we bow down to him. We bow down to him. People say all temples are the same. Sorry, it's not the 7-Eleven branch. Yeah, it's not the Tim Hortons franchise. हमारे मंदिरों जो है भारत में, they're not Tim Horton franchise. Oh, you've been to one, you've been to all. No. Each one is unique. Each one, you will come back with a different story. You will come back with a different experience. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I know some of you are students in this country. You have a short time when you go back home to spend with family and with friends. But make time at least to visit one dham. Make time at least. Bharat is so well connected now by roads. It is so well connected by flight. When the flight took leave of New Delhi to Ayodhya, what an amazing feeling it was that the moment the flight took off, everyone in the aircraft said, Jai Shri Ram. What a feeling it was. What a feeling it was. That we must visit these charging stations, children. It will prepare you for tomorrow. It will prepare you. We bow down to Shri Krishna. We bow down to our revered gurus. Or aaj to Mangalwar hai. We bow down to Sri Hanumanji Maharaj. To Shri Veda Vyasji, who has given us the Bhagavad Mahapuran. And to all you beautiful souls who have gathered here to listen to Katha, my humble pranam and Jai Shri Krishna to each and every one of you. हमारे पूज्य आदरणीय पंडित दामोदर शर्मा जी, we met some 20 years ago, and that sambandh, ये Krishna sambandh hai. That beautiful friendship and that relationship has been 20 plus years. To be sitting in blissful satsang, I'm indeed very thankful to him, thankful to Sean, and all of those who were responsible for making Bhagwad Katha possible. Last night I spoke to you. Katha keval katha nahi hai. This is not storytelling, and don't allow anyone to say, oh, that's a storyteller. Sorry. A story is your Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. A story is Cinderella. Ye katha hai. Or katha Paramatma ki shakti hai. I said that to you last night. This is another form of the Lord's energy personified. Kal raat we spoke about my dear one's Mother Bhakti and her two sons Gyan and Vairagya, who were rejuvenated after listening to the Bhagavatam. In the Bhagavad Mahatyam comes a very short story of a mismatched couple. The gentleman is none other than Atmadev, one who knows his soul to be God, Atmadev, and a mismatch to Dhunduli. Dhunduli, just like how the name sounds, it means an empty pot. Okay? Married to a lady called Dhunduli. Atmadev, my dear ones, was a scholar, one who was versed in the Vedas. But there was something short in his life. And what was that? I'm sure you remember Dasharat Maharaja's journey to Guru Vasishta. And when Guru Vasishta saw him in that long, sad-looking face, Guru Vasishta says, you will not just have one stalwart son, you will have 4. Our friend Atmadev is facing the same problem. But he goes and takes the blessing. He goes and takes the prasad. Prasadam. It has been translated to Sakshat Prabhu Darshan. Prasadam. Sakshat Prabhu Darshan. He gets the prasad, he gets the blessing. Tasya graham samalokya phalamekam sadattavan idam bhyaksha patnya tvam tatah putro bhavishyati. Lekin, give this prasad, give this blessed food. Now, all of us know, kal raat humne kya khaya bhai? Humne chapati khaya, rajma khaya, mixed veg, and curry and chawal. We can cook that at home. You can also make dal, rice, bhaji, katahar, shatain. You can cook it at home. But the one that is cooked in the temple, the one that is offered to Prabhu, and the one that is cooked at home, the taste will always be different. It will never be the same. Never be the same. There's something special about what you get in a place of worship, in a temple, in a mandir. Give this fruit to your wife. Idam bhyaksham patnya tvam tata putro bhavishyati. Let her consume this fruit out of reverence, with reverence. But she must do something, O Atmadev. What must she do? Satyam shaucham daya dana meka bhaktam tu bhojanam varshavadhi striyaha karyam tena putro te nirmalah. She has to, for those 9 months, she has to practice truth. She cannot lie. She has to practice cleanliness. She has to be charitable. She must give dan. She must practice bhakti, and she must only take the necessary meals. Our dear friend Atmadev was so excited, he goes home and gives it to his wife, Dhunduli, and says, if you eat this, will be blessed with a child. But Dhunduli's nature is the opposite. Dhunduli's nature, as the name says, I said to you, she's not in the habit of being truthful. She's not in the habit, my dear ones, of cleanliness and thoughts and words. She knows how to keep a home, though. According to the Bhagavatam, she knew exactly how to keep a home. You know, some people keep a home not for their own comfort, but they keep it to impress other people. If you keep your home, my dear ones, for your own comfort, it means you can sleep on any sofa you want. It means you should be able to eat on any of the tables you want. But all of us know that some of the ladies of the house says, I'm sorry, you can't sit there. I'm sorry, we'll eat in the kitchen, we won't eat. Are the dining room kya showroom hai kya? Is the dining room a showroom? You won't eat even in the dining room. Some people have the habit of putting plastic over their sofa, bapre. Huh? Kyun bhai? Enjoy it all. Enjoy it all. She was that type of a person. But here she doesn't tell Atmadev anything. She tells her sister, he wants a child, I don't want a child. If I'm to conceive, my belly will grow, she says. I will get a big belly. I will not be able to take my full meals. Golgappe nahi kha paunge main. Chaat masala kuch nahi kha paunge main. I won't be able to eat all these things. And it's going to make me weak. How will I do my daily chores? And she gets very imaginative. She says, if Daku comes and invade the house, how will I be able to run? She says, if bandits come and invade the house, how will I be able to run? Mujhe bachcha nahi chahiye. So suno na, mere pet mein bachcha hai. Why don't you take my child as yours? It's like the, you know, this lady called Ekta Kapoor. You know, Ekta Kapoor make these chutney, these masala serial TV soaps, Indian soaps. Arey bhai, who wants to watch Young and Restless anymore? Huh? These Indian TV soaps, baapre. My mother, when she was alive, she would take the TV off. She would say, what nonsense they're showing. How can a mother-in-law be so cruel to her? This is what you see. Right? The Dulahan doesn't know which Dulaha she's getting married to because his face is covered with the Sahara. You see all of this. Right? So this makes for a good TV serial. She says, I will take your child when it's born and I will pretend, I will add more fabric to my abdomen on a daily basis so I can fool my husband. This is what goes on. Deceit. Do you think when a parent is deceitful, you don't think that quality is going to go on to the child? Huh? Absolutely. Whatever sanskar the mother and father have is going to be passed on to the children, no doubt. She managed to fool Atmadev, my dear ones. She takes the fruit and she discards it. Please, when you take prasadam from the temple, please don't discard it. Even if it's inedible, put it in the backyard and let the animals have it. But never throw it in the garbage. Bhakta Jano. Our friend Dhundali now takes her sister's child, and in the Gaushala we are told, in the Gaushala, Gau Mata gives birth symbolically to a child, a dharmic child, because Gau Mata is symbolic of dharma. Satya, Daya, Tapaha, Shaucham. These are the four legs of Gau Mata. These are the four pillars of Sanatana Dharma. Satya, Daya, Tapaha, Shaucham. This child is born with those qualities. He is also born with cow-like ears, lobe-like ears, so he is called Gaukaran. Dhundali is so excited. She says, "Ye mera beta hai. This is my child, my child. I will name my child after me." So her name is Dhunduli. She names her son Dhundukari. She names her son Dhundukari. And Dhundukari, my dear ones, spared absolutely no time, no energy, no effort in abusing his parents, in taking whatever his mother had and whatever Atmadev had. Took the wrong company. Ku karmi, ku sangi, ku buddhi, ku dasa. Bhavani Ashtakam, na? We tell Devi, ku buddhi, ku karmi. Depending in whose company we fall, we can fall in satsang and we can fall in kusang. Sometimes our mind can be programmed to do good things, and sometimes we program our minds to do bad things. Right? Kukarmi, kusangi, kubuddhi, kudasa. This is why we tell Devi, gatistwam, gatistwam, twameka bhavani. We tell her to save. Save us from whom? Ma, save me from myself. Save me from myself first, O Devi. Our friend Gaukaran takes leave for Yatra, and Dhunduli and Atmadev are abused by Dhundukari. Atmadev could not bear it anymore. He wants to leave home. He sits with his son. He sits with Gaukaran. Gaukaran says, "Papa, what is really ours?" Asar khalu samsaro dukharupi vimohakaha sutaha kasya dhanam kasya snehavancha jwalate shinam. How much are we not after wealth? When wealth becomes the goal of life, be prepared for the disappointments and be prepared for the pains and the sorrows that will come with it. That should not be the goal of life. How many of us are not obsessed with wanting our own child, while there are millions of children out there who will never know maa ka pyar kya hai aur pitaji ka pyar kya hai? What about them? In the US and Canada, in some of the more developed countries, during Navratra you have Kanya Puja. Nice thing. Devi Bhagwat mein likha hai Kanya Puja karne ke liye, no doubt about it. But all those Kanyas, they probably have an iPad. They probably have their bedroom painted in their favorite color. They have matching shoes with every outfit. All these Kanyas who are seated there in the US and Canada. What about those Kanyas who don't have any of those things? This past Mother's Day, I was in Bharat. And I told my friend, I want to do some seva. Tana pavitra seva kiye, dhana pavitra kiye daan. Man pavitra hari bhajan se isi vidhi ho kalyan. I said to him, please, let's go to the ashram and let's serve the children on that day. There are about 65 young girls. It's an ashram for girls. You don't get access so easily. You have to get some special permission for security purposes. They check what you bring. And I understood it all. And that day, we served them lunch. I took a goodie bag for all of them. It was 105 degrees, so I went and bought Coca-Cola for them. Things that little girls would enjoy. I want you to be inspired. Yes, please do Kanya Puja. But when you get the chance, please do something for the orphan children of this world. Because the blessings of children is the best of all blessings. पुराने ज़माने में एक मूवी गीत था, बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आंखों के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आंखों के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे, खुद रूठे खुद मन जाए, फिर हम जोली बन जाए, झगड़ा जिसके साथ करे, अगले ही फल फिर बात करे, इनको किसी से बैर नहीं, इनके लिए कोई गैर नहीं, इनका भोलापन मिलता है सबको बाहे पसारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आंखों के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे. Please think about these orphan children. There are plenty of places, I'm sure here in Canada also, but particularly I speak on Bharat. There are a few places in Guyana, I'm sure there are a few places in Trinidad also, where you can do seva for children. Atmadev is listening to his son Gaukaran. Gaukaran says, Papa, is our wealth really yours? Kya ye dhan hamara hai? Our children ours also? You would say, oh, this is my son and this is my daughter. But are they really yours? What is yours? Something to think about. What is really yours? He enlightens his father. And give up this notion, Papa. Muncha jnanam prajarupam mohato narake gatim nipate yashyati deoaham sarvam tvatvaktva vana brajam. Father, give up muncha jnanam. Muncha means release. Give up this notion that Dhundukari is your son. Give up this notion. Renounce my father. Give up. And give up gracefully and retire to the woods. Gaukaran enlightens Atmadev and he leaves. Our dear friend Dhunduli could not bear the abuse of Dhundukari. She dies. What happens to Dhundukari? Dhundukari, we are told, he takes up friendship with 5 women of ill repute. I'm seeing that what do you call it? Netflix. Netflix seems to have a very popular show that is on right now. I was told you should watch it. I said, what is it? Hira Mandi. I said, isn't that about women of ill repute? Why they're being glorified in a program? Soon enough, all the fashion that these women are parading on the screen, you will see your Dulhan wearing them. They'll want to dress like one of these characters from Hira Mandi. Nobody will choose Sita's outfit. But they will choose an outfit that is being broadcasted on Hira Mandi. Kya zamana ban gaya? That we're talking about a house of ill repute in Lahore before partition. They're better things to watch, children. They're more productive things to look at. Women of 5 ill repute became his best friends. Symbolically, what are they? His senses. He became a slave to satisfying his senses. He became a slave to it. And at the end, it is these 5 women who came together and killed Dhundukari. He dies a very brutal death, a very brutal death. And there would have been no one to perform an Antyeshti Sanskar. There would have been absolutely no one to perform a Pindadan. There would have been no one to perform a Tilanjali. There would have been no one to perform a Shrad because Gaukaran was not there. So our Bhagavad says, instead of his soul becoming a Pitra, it became a Preta, a wandering soul, a wandering Preta soul. When Gaukaran gets to know that his brother is roaming in this ghastly state, he now seeks a remedy to give his brother's soul mukti, to liberate his brother's soul. And he went searching different places how he could liberate his brother's soul, until one day he looked up at Surya Deva. Tubhyam namo jagat sakshin bruhi me mukti hetukam tashrutva duratah surya sputamityabhashitah. Tubhyam namo jagat sakshin. We pray to the sun god Surya Deva for answers. He prayed to the sun god, what can I do to liberate my brother's soul? To Surya Bhagwan ne jawab diya, Shrimad Bhagwatan Mukti Saptaham Vachanam Kuru Iti Surya Vachaha Sarver Dharmarupam Tu Vishrutam. Shrimad Bhagwatan Mukti. The Bhagavatam, when it is recited in honor of our dearly departed loved ones, hamare pitriyo ke liye, it has the ability to grant them mukti. Bhagavad says this. This is not me saying. This is the power of this text. And our friend Gaukaran gets the answer. According to his means, he made all necessary preparation for the Bhagavad Katha. He invited those who would sit reverently and listen to the Bhagavatam. We are told they placed a bamboo with 7 stalks on the Puja Beri. We are told the Preta, that state of the soul of Dhundukari, entered into the bamboo. And after each session, the first session it cracked. The second session is cracked. The third session, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the 7th session, it cracked. And suddenly, everyone saw what? Divya Rupa Dharo Jatas Tulsi Damani Mandita Pitavasa Ghanashamu Mukuti Kundalanvita. They saw this divine being emerging out of the bamboo stalk. Divya Rupa Dharo. He's wearing a Tulsi Mala. He's wearing various ornaments. He's dressed in yellow. He has the complexion like that of the sky. He has a mukuta. They have realized what? That Preta has become a Pitra. That Preta has become a Pitra, and that soul, that Jivatma that is present within us, it is a part and a parcel of Paramatma. That is now displayed to everyone. Our friend Dhundukari gets liberated. And a beautiful shloka here, they praise this Bhagavad Katha. Dhanya Bhagavati Varta Preta Pira Vinashini Saptaho Api Tatha Dhanya Krishna Loka Falapradam. We want Krishna Loka. We want to return from where we came. We want to return to our source. Saptaho Api Tatha Dhanya Krishna Loka Falapradam. It gives you the phal. It gives you the fruit of Krishna Loka. That is this Bhagavatam. Bhagavat will tell us, as the soul of Dhundukari is ascending to higher regions, an objection is made. Why are we all not going along with him? Don't we all deserve mukti? Don't we all deserve liberation? The answer is given. In due time, you will gain it. You see, a lot of people come to Katha. As one modern day speaker says, 3 categories. They come in 3 categories. एक है श्रोता, एक है sarauta, और एक है sota. 3 categories of people come to Katha. I've seen all 3 of them. There are certain people, I will ask them, what did I speak about tonight? And they can tell you from the beginning to the end what I've spoken about. That is a shrota. Shrota, a keen listener. Then comes a sarauta. You know what is a sarauta? A sarauta is that instrument you use to cut supari. Supari is a very hard nut. Sarauta is something used to cut supari. Let me see what he's going to say tonight. They come with more knowledge than the speaker. They come with more experience than the speaker. They've come to cut the speaker into pieces. Many times after Katha, people come and I'm often very impressed. I like when I meet such listeners because they're so keen to what I have left out instead of what I've included. You know, I'm thankful. Right? So you have those type of people. And then, of course, the 3rd category, I've had the experience also right in front of me, they're sleeping. You have the Shrota, the Sarota, and the Sota. Not everyone was listening to the Katha the way Dhundukari was listening, Gaukaran. So therefore, not everyone is deserving of this mukti at this time. Do you think Gaukaran was disappointed? No, he continued Bhagavad Katha. He continued and they all continued until they gained mukti. Ye mukti pradhan grantha hai. Kal raat maine aapse kaha, this is a book that will grant you liberation. Not just when you die. It will liberate you from your fear. It will liberate you from your doubts. It will liberate you from your sorrow. Because in the Bhagavatam, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. 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 Hamaro dhan Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha. Hamaro dhan Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha. Hamaro dhan Radha 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 Radha. Hamaro dhan Radha 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 Radha. Kishori pyari Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha. Kishori pyari Radha Shri Radha Shri Radha. Bhagavatam, the moment you start listening to the prasangas, the moment you start listening to the episode after episode, the skanda after skanda, you know, the energy level, the testosterone is growing. Because from 1st canto to the 2nd to the 3rd to the 4th to the 5th to the 6th, you will be saying, Panditji, Dasama skand kab aoge? When will you touch the 10th canto? Because that is all Krishna Leela. Devotees are anxiously waiting to listen to Krishna Leela. Log bhi kehte hain, same Bhagavad Katha, the same story, the same bhajan, the same kirtan. Can I ask you a question, please? How many times a week do you cook dal? At least once a week, maybe? Not like in my home, it's 5 or 6 days a week. I have to have my dal. I don't complain. That is the same dal chawal you eat. You don't complain. It's the same Tim Hortons French vanilla you drink every morning. You don't complain. Why are we complaining about Katha? Let everything else become boring, but not let Katha become boring. Bhagavad Katha says, this is our wealth. Shrimad Bhagavatam Purana Tilakam Yadvaishyavanam dhanam yasmin parahamsyameva mamalam jnanam param giyate yatra jnana viraga bhakti sahitam nesha karmyama vishkritam tashrinvan prathanam vicharanam paro bhaktya vimuchye nara. Shrimad Bhagwatam Purana Tilakam. Just like when we read Ramcharitramanas, we go through the Balkand, Ayodhya Kand, Aranya Kand, Kiskinda Kand, and when Sundar Kand comes, the excitement comes. When Sundar Kand comes. Isn't that true? Don't get bored with Katha. Shrimad Bhagwatam Purana Tilakam. This is the Tilakam of all Puranas. Yad Vaishyavanam Dhanam. This is the true dhan. This is the true wealth of the Vaishnava. Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran. All of this, my dear ones, comes to us in the Bhagavad Mahatyam, which comes from the Padma Puran. Now we enter into the actual text. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Janmadhyasya yato vayadirataha scharta vishwabhigya swarat tene brahma hridaya adi kavaye mukhyanti yat suryaha tejo vari mrida yatha vinamayo yatra trisargo mrisha Dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi. Who do we Hindus worship? Some say we worship a rock. Some say we worship a monkey. Some say we worship entities with multiple heads and multiple arms. No, we Hindus worship Satyam Param Dhimahi. Satyam Param Dhimahi. We worship the embodiment of truth. God is truth and truth is God. Bhagwan Satya Swarupa hai. Sat Chit Ananda. He is embodiment of truth. We meditate, my dear ones, on that Supreme Lord who has created this world. Jinhone ye dunya banaya. Palan Poshan kar rahe. He's taking care of this world and the one who will pave the way for a new creation. Bhagavatam, my dear ones, bow down to the Supreme Creator and refers to the Supreme Satyam Param Dhimahi. Satyam Param Dhimahi. Then comes a beautiful shloka. Nigamakalpatarora galitam phalam Shukamukhadamritadrava samyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuruho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. For all Bhagavad Acharyas, this particular shloka is their favorite. At the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Nigamakalpatarora galitam phalam. I remember many years ago, would have been 2004, when I visited the Devi Mandir for the first time, 2004, 20 years ago. The asan was situated under this mango tree, and mangoes were hanging. Of course, I had to pinch one of them to see if it was real, asli hai, nakli hai bhai. To my bad luck, it was fake, so I couldn't steal one, right? But here I have two lovely mangoes. Abhi aam ka mausam hai na, aam ka season. It is a season of mangoes right now in Bharat. Which is nice, not bad. Any Guyanese in the crowd? Any Guyanese in the audience? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you something. Nothing can beat our Buxton spice mangoes. Sorry. You have to try Guyana's what we call black spice mangoes or Buxton spice mango. My God. 1 can never be enough. 2 can never be enough. 3 can never be enough. Especially that mango which is naturally ripened on the tree. The Vedas became a mango tree. Nigamakal-pataror-galitam phalam. We cannot eat its root, we cannot eat its trunk, we cannot eat its leaves. You look for the fruit. The fruit of the Vedas became the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Nigamakal-pataror-galitam phalam. Shukadev Mahamuni, the blessed son of Veda Vyasji, with a face like that of a parrot, goes and pecks on the fruit to taste its natural juices. Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. And it is such a juicy fruit that he's telling the world, Pibata, Pibata, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Drink, drink, drink this nectar. Drink this Amrit that is called the Bhagavatam. Muhoroho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka. You know what it's going to do? You know why Katha is so important? It awakens the insaniyat within us. It awakens the human being. In some people it's awakened. In some people it's very dormant. The human being is still sleeping within them. They have not yet realized their potential. They have not yet realized, Bhai, hum kyun yahan hai? Why am I here? Hame kya karna hai? What am I to do? Hame kaha jana hai? What is my goal? Gatir bharata prabhu sakshi nivasaha sharanam suhrita prabha pralayah sthanam nidhanam bijam avyayam. Bhagwan says, your goal is not to have 2 homes. Your goal is not to have 3 cars. Your goal is not to travel 108 days around the world. Your goal is me, Gati. Your goal is to return back to your source. That is Gati. Gati. Gita. Bhakti Jano. Nigamakal-pataror galitam phalam. This is the fruit of the Vedas that is called the Bhagavatam. And Shukadev Mahamuni, the speaker of the Bhagavatam, is telling us to drink. Not to drink from the mouth, drink through the ears. To listen, to listen. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal Radhe Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal 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 Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal Radhe Govinda Govinda Gopal Nanda Lal. Last night I made mention to you, Narad Muni is not a comical character. Hamare Narad Ji, he's not a comedian. Don't think of him as a comedian. Narad Muni one day goes and visits Ved Vyas Ji. Ved Vyas Ji, kya hua aapko? Parasharyah Mahabhaga Bhavata Kachidatmana Paritushyati Sharira Atma Manasa Evacha. Is everything okay with you? Is everything okay with you, Sharira, physically? Atma? Something happening within? Manas? Is your mind disturbed? So Veda Vyasji ne kya kaha? Veda Vyasji, Narad ji, pata nahi. I feel very restless. Sometimes you do feel restless, don't we? Sometimes we want a vacation. We want a vacation from work. We want a vacation from family. We want a vacation, my dear ones, from our everyday life. And you take 1 day and it's nice. You take 2 days, it's nice. After 3 days, what happens? You want to get back on track, don't you? You can't take too long of a break. Dr. Dubey would say, you rest, you rust. You rest and you rust. You can't take too long of a break. It's necessary at times. Hamare Ved Vyas Ji has just written the Mahabharata. So he's basically taking a break. But he's in a very restless state. Narad ji says, "Kya hua Vyas ji?" "Sharira atma manas evacha." Sean took a long break also. Ask him. He took a long break, but happy to see him back on track to promote this great dharma, to promote our great dharma. "Narad ji, I don't know what is wrong. Abhi maine Mahabharat, I've just completed Mahabharat. I don't know what is happening. I don't feel I've given my best to the world." So Narad ji gives the answer. "Bhavata nudit prayam yasho bhagavato amalam yene vaso natushyeta manye tadarshanam khilam yata dharmadascha chartha muni varyanukirtita nathatha vasudevasya mahima yanuvarnita." Let me tell you what is the cause of this restlessness. You have not sung the glories of Shri Krishna. You have not sung the glories of Vasudeva, Vasudev's son, Vasudeva Shri Krishna, O Vyas ji. Yes, you brought him in the Mahabharata. When Draupadi is in trouble, he appears and he disappears. When Yudhishthira is in trouble, he appears and he disappears. When Arjuna is in trouble, he appears and he's disappeared. People will want to know, who is he that spoke on the battlefield? Kisne ye Bhagavad Gita diya? Who gave this Bhagavad Gita? What is his history? You have not na tatha vasudevasya mahima hyanu varnitaha. Even if you know a little bit of Hindi, you can understand this shloka. Na tatha vasudevasya mahima hyanu varnitaha. You have not sang the mahima, the glory of Sri Krishna. You see how important Narad Muni is? Narad Muni is the one who's going to inspire the Vyasa who wrote the Mahabharata, who wrote the Bhagavad Gita, to continue with the Bhagavad Mahapurana. This is how the Bhagavatam is going to come into being. We have to meet a few characters. We have to meet a few characters. And who are they? One is going to be Lady Draupadi. One is going to be, my dear ones, Uttara. And one is going to be Mother Kunti. Three magnanimous women in the Bhagavad Mahapurana. Let's meet Draupadi. Draupadi was born out of fire. She was not, as Guruji would say, a maternity ward product. Draupadi was not a product of two bodies. Draupadi was born out of fire. She was the same yajna that Dashrath Maharaja did. Shringi Rishihi Vashishta Bolava Putra Kameshti Shubha Yajna Karava. That fruit of that yajna that was gifted to the three queens. And Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrugana came. Draupadi came out of fire. Her story goes like this. There was a great Acharya by the name of Dronacharya. Don't think all Pandits drive Mercedes-Benz. Okay? Don't think all Pandits own multiple homes and multiple cars. I still drive a Toyota. My Toyota is 12 years old. Okay? It takes me where I have to go. A Mercedes will take me and my Toyota will take me. I've chosen the Toyota. Okay? There are poor Brahmins out there. There are poor people out there. Let me take out the Varna Brahmins. There are poor people out there. There are poor teachers out there. There's so many acharyas who are struggling. So many whom in their younger days gave of themselves. And in their senior years, they're struggling. This is Dronacharya. But Dronacharya had a friend. His name was Drupad. Drupad was wealthy. He was a king. Dronacharya approaches him and says, "Don't you remember me, my childhood friend?" So Drupada says what? Unequals cannot be friends. I am so rich and you are so poor and you want to say that we are friends, ki hum yaar hai, hum dost hai, hum mitra hai. No! He insults Dronacharya and Dronacharya leaves. One of the central theme of Mahabharata If you want to prevent a Mahabharat from taking place in your life, please do not entertain vengeance. I beg you. If you want to prevent a war in your life, do not entertain revenge, vengeance. Don't. Start it from then. Start it from before, but this is just one place. Dronacharya goes, says, I will make you pay for your words. I will make you pay for insulting me. He joins the Kauravas. He became the acharyas of the Kauravas and the Pandavas. He became the guru of Arjuna to teach him archery. And when he saw the abilities of Arjuna, he says, Mujhe Guru Dakshina chahiye. The Guru has that right to say to the Shishya, Mujhe Guru Dakshina chahiye. In our modern day, oh, look, he's asking for money. No, Bab. Sometimes I tell my sons, be a good husband to your wife. That is my dakshina. Sometimes I say to my goddaughters, be a good wife to your husband. That is my dakshina. Dakshina is not always money, my dear ones. Bhaktas, he sends Arjuna and says, go and capture Drupada. Don't hurt him. Bring him before me. Bind him and bring him before me. So said, so done. Arjuna brings Drupada in front. Brings Drupada in front of Dronacharya. Dronacharya says, do you remember me? When I came to you, khana ke liye, kapra ke liye, aapne humko bhaga diya. Today your kingdom is mine, everything is mine. But you know what, Drupada? I want to be friends with you. So how about I take half and you keep half? Sounds nice, no? But Drupada in his mind says, I will make you pay for this. See, revenge. He goes and he performs rigorous yajna. He performs such a rigorous yajna, he wants a daughter. And rather he wants a son. First he desires a son. He says, I want this yajna to give me a son who will kill Dronacharya. And that is where Drishtadyumna came into being. But something else happened. He was fascinated by Arjuna. Arjuna is Indra Vamshana. Raja Indra is said to be very handsome. So Arjuna was said to be very handsome and skilled and strong and brave. Drupada says, I want a daughter to marry this Arjuna. And so Draupadi came from that Yagyakunda. That is Draupadi. If Draupadi was a lascivious woman, if Draupadi was a lady of ill repute to entertain 5 husbands, Yudhishthir, Arjuna, Bhima, Nakula and Sahadeva, do you think Lord Sri Krishna would have been so close to her? If she was a lady of ill repute? Sometimes that's all we see. When you hear the name Draupadi, oh, Draupadi ke paas 5 pati the. She had 5 husbands. Huh? But what about the other qualities of Draupadi? Let me tell you one of them in the Bhagavatam. Bhaktajano, it was the war. In the war, even the soldiers have to take sleep. They have to take rest. We are told she had 5 sons. They're called the Upapandavas. They were sleeping. Ashwathama comes and attacks these sleeping boys, thinking them to be the 5 Pandavas. Mother Draupadi, her 5 sons are killed in one session. And how difficult is it not when a parent loses a child? Here a mother loses all 5 of her sons. All 5. Mujhe abhi yaad hai, in Guyana there was some conflict between a family. This happened in West Coast, Bush Lot. A little bit of geography of Guyana. And one day, members of the family went to the rice fields to do their work. Somebody went and threw poison in their food. And I think the lady lost 3 or 4 of her sons in that same day. Hota hai. It happens. It happens. Now you'll think Mother Draupadi is born out of fire, remembering all the atrocities that she went through, that she wants revenge. The Pandavas go and capture Ashwathama and brings him before her. They're about to behead him. You know what Draupadi did? Draupadi says no. Draupadi ne kya kaha? Marodidasya janani Gautami pati devata yathaham mritavatsartha rodisya shrumukhi muhu ma rodidasya janani. Draupadi says, the way I am crying from my sons, if you kill Ashwathama, his mother Gautami, who is a pativrata nari, imagine how she will cry. My God, what an amazing thing Draupadi does. I tell my daughters, I tell my mothers, I tell my sisters, to your fellow mothers and to your fellow sisters and to your fellow girls, you're all one. You're all one. Draupadi's heart goes out to Gautami, the culprit's mother, and says, if you kill him, imagine how she will suffer. I don't want her to suffer like me. Ladies, you're all sisters. Think before you make any attempt to harm each other in any way, whether it's physically, whether it's verbally, or sometimes we do it electronically. Yeah, we send out messages and we send out emails, etc. Think hard and long, my dear sisters, before you hurt each other. Be inspired by Draupadi. She does not want the mother of Ashwathama to cry the way she's crying. How can you say she's a vengeful lady? She's not. Now you know one of the reasons she is so dear to Shri Krishna. Draupadi. That is one magnanimous character. The next character, her husband is killed in the battlefield. His name is Abhimanyu. People often ask, मैं रोज मंदिर जाती हूँ, पूजा करती हूँ, I go to Katha, I go to Satsang. Why did God not spare? Why did God not save my loved one? Why did Bhagavan not save my loved one? My brothers and sisters, this is Arjuna's son. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is on the chariot with Arjuna. Shri Krishna, Chakradhari Shri Krishna. But yet, Abhimanyu was not saved. Aayega jab re बुलावा हरि का छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना पड़ेगा नाम हरि का साथ जाएगा और तो कुछ ना ले आएगा जब रे बुलावा हरि का छोड़ के सब कुछ जाना. That was Abhimanyu's time. That was the time he had to exit this world. He could not be saved, fully knowing that his wife Uttara is in that expecting stage. Is in that expecting stage. The war has ended, and they are at the riverside making Tilanjali, doing Shraddh ceremony, all the members of the family. This Ashwathama, who was spared, he was spared, sees Mother Uttara and decides to do what? To kill the fetus within her womb. He sends the fiery arrow, my dear ones, towards Mother Uttara. Bhagwan says, Chatur Vidham Vajante Imam Ye Jana Sukriti no Arjuna Artho Jigyasu Artharthi Gyani Cha Bharatar Shabha. 4 category of people come to me. When they are in distress, you run to him, don't you? Bhagwan ke piche jate ho na. When we are in distress, if you have never prayed in your life, if you have never uttered a mantra in your life, you will start chanting it. Because why? You're in need. Mother Uttara sees the fiery arrow and she's running to Bhagwan. Pahi pahi mahayogin देवदेव जगत्पते नान्यं त्वद्भयं पश्ये यत्र मृत्यु परस्परम् अभिद्रवती मामीशा सरस्त्यापयसो विभो कामं दहतु मां नाथ मामे गर्भो निपात्यताम। पाहि पाहि महायोगिन, मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। हाथ जोड़ कर विनती करता ये बालक नादान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे। प्रभु save me. How many of us have not been saved? We all know personally भगवान ने कितने बार हमको बचाया। How many times भगवान has saved us? Mother Uttara, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin, O great and supreme Lord, you need not save me. Kamam dahatu mam natha mame garbho nipatyatam. She says, please save my baby. Save my child. When the mother's in the delivery room, the doctor comes and says there's a complication. If we save the baby, the mother will die. Or if we save the mother, the baby will die. The mother will say, doctor, let me die, but please save my baby. Ye maa ki mamta hai. This is the mamta of a mother. She's ready to give her life for you. She has already given so much to where you are in life today. Tumhari maa, your mother, your mother. This comes out beautifully in Mother Uttara to save the fetus. You know what Sri Krishna did? He appeared in the womb of Mother Uttara. He appeared in the womb and he saves the fetus. He saves the fetus. Kisi ne kaha, before he saw maa ka mukhra, he saw Krishna's face. That baby is going to come. His name is going to be Parikshit, the grandson of Arjuna. And he has not seen his mother's face, but he saw Krishna's face. Jo Parikshit karte hai, jo parichan karte hai. He's looking in everyone. I want to see that face that I saw in my mother's womb. That is Parikshit Maharaj. He is saved. We met a forgiving Draupadi. We met a prayerful Uttara. And my last character to you tonight is Mother Kunti. Mother Kunti, my dear ones, do you know that she was an unwed mother? Before getting married to Pandu, she brought a child into this world. He is called Karna. Probably one of the biggest mistakes she ever made. She abandoned Karna. See, Mahabharata is, ye sab leela hai, ye sab leela hi leela hai. For us to learn, Don't seek revenge like Drona. Don't seek revenge like Drupada. Be forgiving like Draupadi. Be prayerful like Uttara. And like Kunti, don't play with fire. But Kunti, when Pandu died, Madri says, I will take Sati. I will die with Pandu. Kunti says, let me do it. But you know what Madri says? Madri says, no, Kunti. The way you look at my 2 sons, I cannot promise you I will look the same way to your 3 sons. The way you will take care of my 2 boys, Nakula and Sahadeva, I cannot take care of your 3. There were so many magnanimous qualities of this lady called Kunti. The war is over. Hastinapur returns to the Pandavas. Krishna Bhagwan is standing. Bhagwan is standing before Kunti. Kunti Maya ne kya kaha? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cham नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। नमस्ये पुरुषं त्वाम्यमीश्वरं प्रकृते परम् अलक्ष्यं सर्वभूतानां अन्तर्बहिर्वस्थितम्. She says how ignorant I am. Namasye purusham tvamadhyamishwaram prakriti param. Just like Tulsidas ji says, buddhihina tanujanike. One of the qualities you will see about bhaktas, their humility. You will see their humility. Right? Their humility. She bows down to Shri Krishna, Krishna, Vasudeva, Devaki Nandan, Nanda Gopa Kumara, Govinda. She says, Namaha Pankajanavaya. You're the one from whose navel sprouts the lotus flower, Vishnu Bhagwan, Ananta Padmanabha Swami. You are Pankajamalini. You wear a garland of lotus flowers, Pankaja Netraya, and you have eyes like the petals of the lotus flower. One who possesses the beauty of the lotus and whose feet is lotus-like. Now Bhagavatam is older than Ramcharitramanas. Bhagavatam, Ramcharitramanas se Purana hai. ठीक है? I'm sure Goswami Tulsidas ji would have read this shloka. Goswami Tulsidas ji ne ye shloka padha and he says, Namaha Pankajanabhaya, Namaha Pankajamaline, Namaha Pankajanetraya. Oh, the Lord resembles the beauty of a lotus. That says Shri Krishna. Then what about Dhanushadhari? Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhaya Darunam Navakanjalochan Kanja Mukha Kar Kanja Pad Kanjarunam Namah Kanjalochana. Tulsidas says, my Ram also have lotus-like eyes. My Ramji also wears lotus flowers. So January 22nd. How many of you were glued to your TV? Come on, yaar, you wake up for cricket, you should have woken up for that. Huh? I was glued to the TV in Haridwar. I was in Haridwar on January 22nd. Then my friends are telling me, Ratan, are you not going to come? Are you not going to come to Ayodhya? I said, not right now. The TV is telling you, please don't come. Ek sailab ho raha hai. There's a tsunami taking place with people. I'm not going back. Okay? Then suddenly, Expedia.com. The hotel I wanted was available. Indigo flight. The flight I wanted was available, but I want company. Called my friend who is a school teacher. I said, can you take 2 days off from work? We're going to Ayodhya. He says, absolutely. Took 2 days off. We arrived in Ayodhya, Sean. Went to the hotel, took a bath, wore my traditional clothing. If I'm going to temple, I will not wear jeans. I'll wear a dhoti kurta. So we reached one point. They said, no cars is allowed beyond here. You have to walk about 2 or 3 kilometers. We say, Bapre. 2 or 3 kilometers? No, I can't do that. My feet won't allow me. So we saw 2 autos. Let's see if these autos will take us where we want to go. Nice story. Nice experience. I'm going to one auto. A group of ladies ran in front of me and stole my auto. A group of women just entered into the auto and I was left all alone. So we went to the next auto. The driver says, Ram Mandir jana hai kya? We said, yes. 1,500 rupees. I said, huh? He said, 15 to go and 15 to come back. That's 3,000 rupees. That's probably about 50 Canadian dollars, right? 50 Canadian dollars. So my friend said, no, we're not giving this money. I said, yaar, ye Shripati hai, ye Shri Nivas hai. Lakshmi belongs to him, it doesn't belong to me. Okay? Let's give him and let's go. Took us through the gullies, gullies, and gullies, and this is what you call an auto rickshaw, right? The modern one. There's no what you call it. It shakes you up, okay? Trust you me, it just shakes your entire body. It shifts all of your organs. You have to set them back after some time. But we went. Gentleman took us to the temple entrance. There are thousands of people waiting for darshan. And all I gave was 1,500 to go, 1,500 to come. But I get a personal chaperone. I get a police officer to take me into the temple. Everybody's on a long line. Rajin Balgobind is walking like a VIP. And of course, at 6'3" in height, I made an impression and everybody's looking at me. Ye kaun hai bhai, ye kaun hai? We went through the temple, went into the temple. Bhakta Jano, I cannot tell you what the experience was like. It's something you have to experience. Went and saw Ram Lalla. Cried like a baby. Came back out. I said to the officer, I'd like to go back again. He said, sure, go. Went back again to have his darshan. And then I said, enough, bus. There are thousands of people waiting. We exited the temple. We went to Kanak Bhavan. Kanak Bhavan is the place where Kaushalya Maharani gifted Sita ji a palace after she married Shri Ram. Kanak Bhavan. Then we went to Hanuman Gari to have Hanumanji's darshan. Then we got back into our auto. We gave the gentleman, I didn't give him 3,000 rupees, I ended up giving him 5,000 rupees because I was very elated. I was extremely happy. Right? It was as if Shri Ram was waiting for me. That's how I felt. Right? So then I asked the young man, please give us your phone number in case, Sati wants to go, in case Sean wants to go. Right? You can help them, because when we go to certain places, we don't know how we can get darshan. He gave it to us. And then we asked him, your name. Please, what is your name? Rinku, Tinku, Chinku. This is Uttar Pradesh, right? They all have these nice nicknames in UP. The young man's name was Raghav. His name was Raghav. I looked at my friend and I had tears in my eyes that Ramji was waiting with his little auto just for me to take me to the temple. These little things will take place, my dear ones. These little things. And it just awakens your faith. And I hope in time you will visit Ayodhya. You must go to Ayodhya. You must go to the holy land of Ayodhya. You must have Ram Lalla darshan, Hanuman Garhi darshan, Kanak Bhavan darshan, and there's one more darshan you must have, and that is Saryu Nadi. You must go to the river Saryu and at least touch the water, if not take a bath. Hamari Goswami Maharaj Ji, what and what he has not spoken about Ayodhya. Similarly, he says Ramji has lotus-like eyes, lotus-like hands, lotus-like feet. So, Mother Kunti is saying all these things to Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna says, Kunti Maiya, kya chahiye aapko? What do you want? What do you want? And Kunti tells the world, Vipadaha santunah shashvatatra tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yatsyad punarbhava darshanam vipadaha santunah shashvata tatra tatra jagat guru. Hey Jagat Guru Shri Krishna, may calamities befall us every step into eternity. दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे न को। अरे जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को होय. What is the second part of that doha? सुख के माथे सिल परे, नाम हरि का जाय. अरे बलिहारी वा दुख की पल पल नाम रटाए. There's a blessing behind problems. What is a blessing behind problems? It brings us close to you. Mother Kunti says, let calamities befall us into eternity, Hey Jagat Guru. Because that's the only time we get the opportunity to have your darshan, Prabhu. To have the showering of your grace, O Shri Krishna. Look at these three women. Our scriptures don't condemn women. Our scriptures don't limit women. Our scriptures, in no scripture does it say a lady is inferior to a man. Mother Draupadi is glorified. Mother Uttara is glorified. Mother Kunti is glorified. Ab hum katha se vishram lenge. We will take a break from katha and we'll meet again tomorrow evening, where we have to meet. Imagine if you're given this vardhan to choose the time of your death, to choose the moment of your exit from this world. That is the vardhan Bhishma Pitamaha receives from his father Shantanu. We will begin tomorrow evening with that episode. It's a very beautiful episode. What state of mind should one be in when he or she, especially if they get to know they're about to exit this world? What state of mind should they be in? What should they do at that moment? That beautiful prasanga of Bhishma Moksha will take place tomorrow evening when we start Katha. Bhaktijano, we spoke about tonight Dhunduli and Atmadev, their dharmic son Gaukaran and the adharmic son Dhundukari. We spoke about the greatness of Bhagavatam in terms of liberating a preta. This Bhagavatam is a fruit of the Vedas. Narad Muni inspires Veda Vyasa to pen the Bhagavatam. We met the three magnanimous ladies of the Bhagavatam. We join again tomorrow evening for our third session of Bhagwad Katha. Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Vrindavan Chandra Anathanatha Dina Bandho Radhe Govinda Anathanatha Dina Bandho Radhe Govinda. Nanda Kumara Navnita Chora Radhe Govinda Nanda Kumara Navnita Chora Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda Vrindavan Chandra Anathanatha Dina Bandho Radhe Govinda Anathanatha Dina Bandho Radhe Govinda. May all of you grow from strength to strength, prosperity to prosperity, joy to joy, and may you experience all that which is good in life. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanudharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. We look forward for your presence again. We look forward for your participation, your contribution, a little bit of your time to devote to Shrimad Bhagwad Ji. Aaj to Mangalwar hai. It is a parampara of this temple to have Hanuman Ji's Chalisa sung. So let us all join together, my dear ones. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Parno Raghuvar Vimala Yasha जो दायक फल चार, बुद्धिहीन तनु जान के, सुमिरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमत निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणीयति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे, हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद शारद सहित ईसा। यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके गाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेल मुख माही, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नाशय रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है परिसिद्ध सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होई सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा तेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। कीजे नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तने संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। काशीपति विश्वनाथ की जय, राधावर कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम सुनो श्री हनुमान जी महाराज की। बाल समय रवि भक्ष लियो, तब तीनहु लोक भयो अंधियारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को, यह संकट काहू सो जात न डरो। देवन आनि करि विनती, तब छाड़ दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाली की त्रास कपीस बसे, गिरि जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो। चौकी महामुनि श्राप दियो, तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। कै द्विज रूप लिवाए महाप्रभु, सो तुम दास के शोक निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। अंगद के संग लेने गई सिय, खोजे कपीस के बेन उचारो। जीवत बेचे हसत बिन सुखी लाए पग धारो। हेरी ठके तट सिंधु सभे, तब लाई सिय सुधी प्राण उबारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण त्रास दही सिय को, तब राक्षसी सो कही शोक निवारो। ताहि समय हनुमान महाप्रभु, चाहे महाराज निजर मारो। चाहे तसिया अशोक सो आगे, सो दई प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। वैद्य सुषेद समेत तवे गिरि द्रोण सुवीर उबारो आदि संजीवन हाथ दई तब लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो रावण युद्ध अजान कियो तब नाग के पास सभे सिर गारो श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल मोह भयो आह संकट भारो आदि खगेश तब हनुमान जो बंधन काटी सूत्रास निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो बंधु समेत जब अहि रावण ले रघुनाथ पाताल सिधारो देव ही पूजी भली विधि सो बलि देहु सबे मिली मंत्र विचारो जाई सहाय भयो तबहि अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो काज किए बढ़े देवन के तुम वीर महाप्रभु के विचारो कौन सो संकट मोरे गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जात है तारो देगी हारो हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होए हमारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो लाल देह लालील से अरुधरि लाल लंगूर वज्र देह दानव दलन जय 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 कपिसूर सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की पवन सुत हनुमान की उमापति महादेव की। Shall we all stand for Bhagwan Ji's Aarti? आरती की जय हनुमान लला के दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला के। आरती की जय हनुमान लला के दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला के। जाके बल से गिरिवर कापे रोग दोष जाके निकट न झाके। अंजनी पुत्र महाबलदाई संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाय। आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। देवीरा रघुनाथ पठाए देवीरा रघु पठाए, लंका जारी सिया सुधिलाए, लंका जारी सिया सुधिलाए, लंका सुकोट समुद्र से खाए, जात पवन सुत बार न लाए, आरती कीजे हनुमान
लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की।
लंकाचारी असुर संहारे, लंकाचारी असुर संहारे, सिया राम जी के काज सवारे, सिया राम जी के काज सवारे, लक्ष्मण मूर्छित परे सकारे, लाई संजीवन प्राण उबारे, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की,
दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की।
बैठी पाताल तोरी जमकारे, बैठी पाताल तोरी जमकारे, अहि रावण की भुजा उखारे, अहि रावण की भुजा उखारे, बाए भुजा असुर जल मारे, दाए भुजा सब संत जन तारे, आरती कीजे हनुमान
लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की।
सुर नर मुनि जन आरती उतारे, जय 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 हनुमान उचारे, सुर नर मुनि जन आरती उतारे, जय 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 हनुमान उचारे, कंचन थाल कपूर लो छाए, आरती करत अंजना माई, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की। जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे, बसी बैकुंठ परम पद पावे, जो हनुमान जी की आरती गावे, बसी बैकुंठ परम पद पावे, लंका विध्वंस किए रघुराई, तुलसीदास प्रभु कीरति गाई, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की, दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो, माँ भवानी तुम्हारी जय जय हो, माँ भवानी तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे
तुम्हारी
माँ कल्याणी तुम्हारी जय जय हो, माँ कल्याणी तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो, जगदम्बे तुम्हारी जय जय हो।
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि, भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके, शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते। मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जगदम्बिके, यत्पूजितं मया देवी परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। बार बार परमागहु हरसि देहु श्रीरंग, पद सरोजयन पायनी भक्ति सदा सत्संग। बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, गजानंद गणपति महाराज की जय, श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, बांके बिहारी लाल की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। ऐ मेरी माई सच्चिया जोता वाली माता, तेरी सदा सदा ही जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सब भक्तन की जय, सद्गुरु जी महाराज की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय, भागवत भगवान की जय, बोल साचे दरबार की जय। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामय, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ द्यौः शान्ति अन्तरिक्षगो शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्ति ओषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वज्ञो शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः साम शान्तिरेधिः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः सुशान्तिर्भवतु. Everybody bow down, please. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. बोलिए सद्गुरु जी महाराज की जय. भागवत भगवान की, सुखदेव जी महाराज की. ओ मेरी माँ सच्चिया जोता वाली माता तेरी सदा सदा ही जय. ओम नमः पार्वती पदये हर हर महादेव हर.
Sitaram, everyone. Before you leave today, please join us downstairs for Mahaprasad Bhojan. Join us again, as I mentioned last night. Please invite a friend, invite your family to come out. This concludes on Sunday morning, but we have Katha from every night starting at 7 p.m. So tomorrow being Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and concluding on Sunday morning. Thank you very much, and I hope to see everyone tomorrow. For those that are interested, we are selling tickets on behalf of Radha Krishna Mandir in Cambridge for their fundraiser happening in June 15th, I want to say. If you are looking for tickets, please come see me. Thank you very much.